What's up, everybody? It's the Ginger Yeti, and I'm checking in from home. And today I have a beer that's got a lot of military kind of references on it. So I figured I'd wear my Dave's TV t-shirt. Go check him out. Does amazing videos. Really cool dude. Make sure you check out his channel. So, got this beer here, and I found it on the tour bus back when I was out with Amon Amarth on the Pantera tour. The last day of tour, after the tour's over, when we're getting dropped off at the hotel, I usually try to go through the beer cooler, the beer fridge, the drawers, see if there's any random beers I haven't had, and try to take them home to review them. And I found this beer right here. I don't know why we had it on the bus. I know where it came from, kind of, but I don't know how it got on the bus. So this is the 50 Caliber India Pale Ale. It's from Vernal Brewing out of Vernal, Utah. And since it's from Vernal, Utah, I assume this came from the show we did in Salt Lake City, or somebody bought it the day before when we were in Salt Lake and just never drank it and threw it in the cooler or in the fridge. Because the first show, the second leg of the tour, started out in Salt Lake City. So that means this beer is from mid-August. At least that's when we acquired it. So like I said, this is the Vernal Brewing Company 50 Caliber India Pale Ale. Has a silhouette of a soldier, although, in my opinion, that soldier silhouette looks a little effeminate. But everybody can have their own opinions on that. But they're holding what looks like a 50 caliber rifle. If you think that looks like a effeminate person, let me know down below in the comments. But it's a cool looking can. Topographic map in the background. Like I said, it's an IPA. It's 8.5%. According to Untapped, it has 103 IBUs. Kind of an odd number. There's no date on the bottom of the can, but there is a little bit of writing on the side. 50 caliber. This is not a toy. Always treat this beer as if it is fully loaded. Some form of protection is recommended. That's kind of funny. Notes. Smooth, sweet, full-bodied, hop-forward, malty nose, caramel, and citrus. Pairings. Roasted poultry, curries, salty and fried foods, carrot cake. You know, it's odd. I've seen a few beers over the years that have listed pairings, and sometimes they list carrot cake, and it just seems odd to me. Not cake, but specifically carrot cake. I know carrot cake can kind of be a divisive kind of cake. People either love it or hate it. And sometimes it just seems odd to me that of all things, a brewer would list carrot cake as a good pairing for their beer. Ingredients: barley, hops, water, yeast. Adventure. Hashtag VBC Sniper. Latitude 390543 North. Longitude 1135000 West. Vernal Brewing Company. And then there's nothing else other than the basic government warning. And that's everything on the can. It is a label and not a printed can. But that's pretty neat to have the topographic map as the background. I didn't notice that until I started doing the review. I just thought it was just some random squiggly design. But the topographic map, I wonder if I can read some of the cities on it. It might be, I don't see anything I recognize. I'm wondering, oh, nope, something Wash, Pipeline. I wonder if it's a topographic map of Vernal, Utah, or the Utah area. I'm assuming it probably is. But who cares, right? So let's get into this beer. On Untapped, it's a 3.63 with over 2,000 check-ins. Beer Advocate gets an 86, very good with 18 check-ins. Pour it in a glass here. Drinking a lot of IPAs lately. Ran out of my IPA glasses, so I'm just using this Third Eye Brewing Company glass. It does smell a little malty. Malty and like piney hop. Color, that's like a dark orange, probably about a 14 on my SRM chart. Can't see through it, very hazy. About a finger and a half, 2 fingers worth of deeply nicotine stained head. Like, I know they don't exist anymore, but back in the day when you could smoke inside When you went to one of those restaurants or bars that people have been smoking in for 100 years, and you could look at the ceiling tile and you could just see, or the walls, and you could just see that thick film of like dingy nicotine on them. That's kind of the color of this head. So, I gotta stop saying so. Since this is a military-themed beer, cheers to all you out there who have served in the military, whether it's the U.S. military or anywhere else in the world, if you're conscripted, whatever. This is to you all. Thank you all for your service. Hope you all can enjoy a beer. Cheers. That is very malt forward. There's almost a raisiny character to it. And unfortunately, I don't know the age of the beer. There's no date on the can. I know we acquired it in mid-August, but who knows when it was canned. It's also slightly boozy at 8.5%. It's slightly boozy, very malty, a little bit of bitterness, but it's almost got a hop burn going down the back of the throat. Like, you know, when you get like stupid, punch in the mouth, crazy hoppy beers, you kind of get that hop burn. It's almost what it feels like going down the back of the throat. That is super boozy for 8.5%. If you handed this to me blindly, I would probably think this is 10-11% alcohol. And I think it's a really cool can, a really cool name. I really wanted to like this beer. And maybe this beer just is very old. Because again, there's no date on the can. That really upsets me. Brewers, put dates on your can. Put canned on dates or Best By dates. Some sort of easily discernible, readable date. Make sure it's easily readable, so we know what we're getting. Because nothing pisses me off more than buying a beer, getting home, and finding out it's old. And especially when I'm the dummy that didn't look at canned on date or Best By date. But when there's no date on the can, that's kind of doing a disservice to the drinker. We need to know when beers are old, when beers are out of date, so we can point them out to the beer stores so we don't buy them. Or at least if we do buy them, we know, hey, this beer is old. We expect it not to be at its best and brightest. You would think a beer like this, you'd want it to be at its best and brightest, be all it can be. So you'd think they'd put a date on it, but they have not. So I can't completely rag it for the flavor because I don't know the date. But as it is, without knowing the date, I would just give it a let it play. I need to try this fresh. Maybe the next time I'm in, Utah, if I see it, I'll try it fresh. And maybe it's a different experience. Hopefully it's a different experience. But right now, this is not my cup of tea. It's just super malty, super boozy, and not what I expect from an IPA. It's not a sink pour. It's not terrible. It's drinkable, and maybe that's because of age. But since I don't know, there's no date on the can, have to give it a let it play. If you're watching my channel, have you had the 50 Caliber IPA? Have you had anything from Vernal Brewing at all? Do you think that looks like an effeminate man on the can? Let me know down below in the comments. Once again, thank you to all the people out there who serve in the military around the world. And as always, embrace the adventure.